All right, hello. Welcome to this short live this evening on body, mind, healing. If you're there, say hello. And if you're watching the recording and you have any questions, just make a comment and I can come back to it. I hope you're doing good. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whoever you are, I hope you're doing good. I hope you're being mindful and practicing self-care, being compassionate with yourself. Super important. So I first want to start by saying that pain is very real and illness is very real, and your pain journey is your own. So whatever comes up for you is going to be unique to you as an individual. No one can understand what you're experiencing or going through. So it's important to find an approach that works for you. This is intended just as some helpful information towards how to look at your health holistically and work with ways you can assist your healing journey. I always find in my personal experience that a holistic approach is best. So working physically, emotionally, psychologically, energetically. It's the most helpful way to heal, in my opinion. And if this resonates, then stick around, take what you need from it. If it doesn't, then just let it go. Doesn't matter, let it go. And with any of the information, just always take what you need. Let the rest go. So I obviously don't pretend to be a pain specialist. I'm just speaking from my own experience and personal research. Okay, so what I do know is that I held trauma in my body. I get extra pain when I'm stressed, so I feel pain when I feel stressed more intensely. And in the past, when I've reached the root cause of pain, of an issue, psychological issue or physical issue, that's when true healing has occurred and happened for me. Okay, so often that has been dealing with the psychological element, which has meant that the physical representation or manifestation of that has healed, of that dis-ease has healed. Okay, so as a good and helpful example, fibromyalgia is a condition where people with fibromyalgia experience pain throughout their body in different places. It's not possible to pinpoint where that pain is coming from necessarily, or where it is. It moves around. And the experience of fibromyalgia is often, doctors can't find a cause for it, but a link, and there's so much research to demonstrate this, that a key link for people who suffer with fibromyalgia is past trauma. So this is a common experience in lots and lots of people that suffer it, is having experienced past trauma. So I recently treated a lovely lady with fibromyalgia, and she said the same, that is, they think, the reason why she developed fibromyalgia was past trauma. So there's a link between things that have happened to us in the past, psychologically or otherwise, and how we experience physical pain in our bodies now. So let's talk about ways to alleviate pain on a holistic level. I have recently had an experience where I very, very obviously harbored emotional pain in my body and had to work with several healing experiences and like meditation. I did body massage and release through that. I did through food and through so many different techniques to alleviate and bring that pain up and out of my body and let it release. Okay, but here we're talking about illness, pain, and more general. I'm writing a blog at the moment which is more specific to my experience, so I will let you all know when that's done. For now, the key number one thing to focus on is stress reduction, because when we're stressed, we generate inflammation in the body. So everywhere you look, if you look up illness, disease, it will say reduce your stress levels. So how can we do that? Stress reduction through relaxation techniques, mindful meditation, yoga, tai chi, mindfulness, breathing exercises. These are all really, really helpful to reduce the inflammation in your body and reduce your experiences of stress. Inflammation is like a breeding ground for disease. It's like a key symptom of so many conditions and diseases. So reducing your stress, main takeaway, and working on that daily, these things that you can implement into your routine, relaxation techniques, breathing techniques, meditation, yoga, okay? Another second one, intention. So this is based on the placebo effect being a very excellent example of how we can experience things just through our belief. So if we believe something, we experience it. If you want to heal, have that intention to heal. And if you're having any treatment at the moment, then before your treatment, just tell yourself how this treatment is going to help. Think about it, write it down, how this treatment is going to help you in the moment. And then also, a daily affirmation is super helpful. Like, I am healing myself daily. I am healing myself daily. So these two techniques are awesome for having that intention to heal and trusting in what you're doing, trusting in your healing exercises and your treatments and in anything that you're doing. So that goes for physical treatment, energetic treatment, and psychological treatment, to believe in the healing, believe that your body is capable of healing, and knowing that it's temporary. It's not forever. It doesn't have to be forever. Okay, so everything is transient. All right, the next thing is, take physical treatment, have physical treatment. So whether that's taking medication, going to the doctors, having chiropractic work, physiotherapy. There are so many different types of disease, but so often the physical treatment alone doesn't help. So we need to look at it from a more holistic view, but it's super important to have that physical aspect as well, the body, that physical, tangible treatment. And then with that, psychological treatment. There is a strong relationship between chronic pain and the inability to experience, express, and talk about, be aware of painful emotions. So things like anger and sadness and fear. That's scientifically researched, that there's a strong link between those two things. And also, it's been found that there are links in neuropathways in our brain that are responsible for physical and emotional pain. So the neuropathways work with both physical and emotional pain, signifying that the two things are very much linked. So working on your past traumas or psychological stuff, like we've all got it, haven't we? We've all got our past stuff that we deal with, like our own shit. So dealing with that is really important on a psychological level as well as a physical level. Okay, and then lastly, and not to be fluffy, because it's not fluffy, it's really important and it's really definitely helps, is positive thinking. Positive thinking, because when we're ill or we're in pain or we're feeling not good, then it's really easy to fixate on the negative and fixate on the things that we can't do, we don't do very well, what we're unable to do. So focusing on what you can do daily, focus on the things that you can still do, write it down every day, and it really helps to provide a more balanced perspective when you're feeling rubbish or you're feeling in pain and nothing seems to be helping. Just keeping that positive mindset as much as you can, and even if you're not really feeling it, just writing down I am still able, I am still happy, I still love my body is still carrying me through life. And key to that is acceptance of what is, accepting your situation, accepting that in this moment you are in pain and you're experiencing pain, and that is okay. This is your current reality, and being okay with that, but trusting that it doesn't necessarily mean that it will last forever. and that you're doing the healing, trusting that your body is doing the healing and you can do the healing too. It's working, trusting the process, but accepting where you are rather than trying to fight your reality or fight the issue, fight the condition, which I understand is really, really hard to do. It is really hard to not get bogged down by pain and by illness and kind of let it get you down. And that's super normal. But these things are just reminders, you know, they're reminders that, like, at times it's really helpful to just, okay, focus on the positive, accept where I am, focus on the positive, accept where I am, focus on what I can do. And all this, there's so many studies around how these are really helpful ways to alleviate pain, like actually alleviate pain, for the pain to go away and for healing to occur, for illness to pass. All right, so once I've done the blog, I will let you all know and put it up here if you're interested in finding out more and delving a little deeper into the subject. Thank you so much for listening. Any questions, just holler, give me a shout anytime. I'm wishing you a lovely evening, a lovely day, wherever you are. Big hugs, and I'll see you soon.